Mark Zuckerberg gives his last secret warning about Shib. Shiba Inu Coin Prediction. Last year's backlash against Facebook's planned digital currency, Libra, would have been most CEOs' worst nightmare. Governments and regulators linked arms to repel a perceived threat to monetary sovereignty, financial stability, and data privacy. The more Mark Zuckerberg tried to reassure politicians by talking up financial inclusion and innovation, the more he came across like a tobacco boss trying to deny cigarettes are addictive. He even acknowledged the problem. I get that I'm not the ideal messenger for this. Today we're going to talk about Mark Zuckerberg's warning about cryptos, especially Shiba Inu Coin. So watch this video till the end, because today's video is going to be a bomb. Welcome to Shiba Inu Coin, your daily dose of Shiba. If you're interested in everything around Shiba, this is the place for you. Subscribe if you want to stay updated with all the Shib news, predictions, and stay one step ahead in the crypto world. Make sure to hit the like button for us to provide you with more Shib news. Don't forget to enable all notifications to join our weekly cash giveaway pinned in the comments. Before we get to our topic, let's take a look at the chart and see what the price of Shiba is doing on the 12th of September, shall we? Shiba Inu struggles to climb higher. Traders expect the token to rally following the Coinbase announcement. Shiba Inu set to make a comeback from the flash crash. Following the meltdown in May 2021, the overall cryptocurrency market began its recovery, and the altcoin rally extended to Shiba Inu. From July to mid-August, Shib rallied over 50%. However, since then, the token has posted consistent losses for holders. The world's second largest exchange, Coinbase, announced Shib's listing, and the resurgence in the token's price can be considered the Coinbase effect, as the enthusiasm of Shiba Inu holders and traders was short-lived. Coinbase Pro announced earlier today that it has started accepting orders in Shib USD and Shib USDT. The crash on September 7th had led to nearly a 30% drop in Shib's price within a single day. The Coinbase listing announcement acted as a catalyst for the token's recovery on the following day. A boost in price accompanied Shib's debut on the exchange, and analysts expect the coin to make a comeback to 13 millionths of a dollar. On-chain indicators for Shib suggest a bullish trend reversal in the token. The number of large transactions worth $100,000 or higher has increased over the past week. Based on data from blockchain intelligence platform Into the Block, a total of $830.89 million in large value transactions were processed on the Shib network. The indicator measures the aggregated daily volume of transactions greater than $100,000, reflecting large wallet investor activity. Analysts expect a push to the upside, setting the next price target at 850 millionths of a dollar. FX Street analysts predict that Shib is vying for a 30% ascent once it crosses the key support level. Now let's get back to the topic. The technology powering Bitcoin could help improve Facebook in the future, Mark Zuckerberg has said. As part of a commitment to help fix the site over 2018, its founder said that he would look into the use of new technology to stop it being quite so centralized. One of those technologies is Bitcoin, he said, in an ambitious post that suggested Mark Zuckerberg is taking to heart the claims that Facebook is broken. In a long post on his own site, the Facebook founder said that he recognized that the problem with the internet is that it is becoming too centralized and controlled by a few huge companies that include Facebook itself. That was in contrast to people's vision that the web could be the perfect way of distributing and decentralizing power, he said. A lot of us got into technology because we believe it can be a decentralizing force that puts more power in people's hands. The first 4 words of Facebook's mission have always been, give people the power. Back in the 1990s and 2000s, most people believed technology would be a decentralizing force, he wrote in a long post. But today, many people have lost faith in that promise. With the rise of a small number of big tech companies and governments using technology to watch their citizens, many people now believe technology only centralizes power rather than decentralizing it. In order to counteract that, he would look at Bitcoin and other technology, but most probably, they will not look into Shib. Saying all that, Facebook will use crypto in the future, but Zuckerberg thinks that Shib is extremely volatile and dangerous because of its meme background. There are important countertrends to this, like encryption in cryptocurrency, that take power from centralized systems and put it back into people's hands. But they come with the risk of being harder to control. I'm interested to go deeper and study the positive and negative aspects of these technologies. and how best to use them in our services, he wrote. The mention of cryptocurrency is likely to be at least partly a reference to blockchain, the technology that powers new kinds of currency like Bitcoin. That allows information, like who owns what Bitcoins, to be distributed across a range of computers, rather than centralized in one specific place. Numerous technology experts have suggested that blockchain could have revolutionary impacts far beyond its use in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. It could be used to store whole different kinds of information, for instance, in a way that would be controlled by no specific company like Facebook, and so theoretically be free from its influence. In one of the interviews, Zuckerberg said authentication was a use of blockchain that I'm potentially interested in, although I haven't found a way for this to work. In general, the proposed system would replace Facebook Connect with something that's fully distributed. That system could let individuals pick and choose which apps to allow access to and limit the amount of data shared. Some third-party services have already developed similar systems to protect users' personal data, but Facebook taking the approach would be a significant change in the landscape. Zuckerberg explained in more detail, you basically take your information, you store it on some decentralized system, and you have the choice of whether to log in different places, and you're not going through an intermediary. There's a lot of things that I think would be quite attractive about that. For developers, one of the things that's really troubling about working with our system, or Google's system for that matter, or having to deliver services through Apple's App Store, is that you don't want to have an intermediary between serving the people who are using your service and you, where someone can just say, hey, we as a developer have to follow your policy, and if we don't, then you can cut off access to the people we're serving. That's kind of a difficult and troubling position to be in. The move would mean Facebook couldn't cut off access to the third-party apps, which would be a boon for app developers. But at the same time, Zuckerberg admits that making Facebook access decentralized would also mean that in the event of a massive data breach, like Cambridge Analytica, third-party apps that violated privacy could still run freely. Facebook has had serious problems with apps and data sharing in recent years. In October, Facebook explained that hackers accessed the basic data of 14 million user accounts from July 2017 to September 2018 as a result of unexpected behavior in the Chrome browser. As recently as December, reports surfaced that Facebook had allowed companies like Netflix, Spotify, and Amazon access to private data years after it should have stopped. Zuckerberg is definitely looking into crypto and will use crypto in the future. Shib can help Facebook in crypto payments, and Facebook ads payment capturing, but Zuckerberg thinks that Shib is extremely volatile and dangerous because of its meme background. That's all for today. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough, wide-spectrum research on the topic. We hope you liked this video. Let us know in the comments below if you're a Shiba holder. And make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time at Shiba Inu Coin.